town now seems to be a disaster area, and while authorities and relief workers from Monarch are redoubling their efforts, it seems everybody's working at capacity. And
Time was broken, working out of sync. The city was in a state of chaos. The end of time was closing in.
And you still believed you could fix it?
The solution was inside Monarch Tower. A countermeasure.
The CFR, as Monarch knew it. The key to the lifeboat protocol. Monarch's survival plan. But that didn't seem to matter to you.
I had a better plan.
Okay then.
Hello, train.
Christ!
So why is this happening? Oh, it looks so cool. Wait, oh hello.
No!
Wait. This guy. Oh well, that works.
Yeah, where they keep the countermeasure. Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the biggest damn building worth report.
Jack? I hope you can hear me.
Fiona? Is that you?
Yes. I wasn't sure if I could make this work. Listen, CFR, it's not easy to reach, but you can access it from Serene's office. A friend of mine has unlocked the CFR chamber. The rest of the place is still in lockdown. I think I could help you with that. Like this.
Beep beep.
I guess you can.
Serene isn't in the building anymore, so maybe you don't have to run into him.
Welcome to the international headquarters of Monarch Solutions. This state-of-the-art building has become world famous for its unique architecture and its iconic presence in the Riverport skyline. Incorporating an unprecedented level of automation designed with both comfort
Mr. Hatch!
and security in mind.
I thought you...
complete with a
They said you were
zero-cost
dead.
They
building
are
provides
confused
both
about a
safe
great
and
many things.
environmentally friendly workplace for thousands of Monarch
I have a
employees.
little job for you.
Monarch Solutions.
You're...
All
I
we
mean,
think about
I'm not sure I should...
Zero carbon footprint.
You are still.
Well, in that case, I'm sure you're all cool.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say, Mr. Hatch.
So he's not dead, or is this earlier?
Right, but... Paul's office.
Monarch radio node. Won't work in stutters. Radio waves get stuck same as everything else. Use stutter-approved hardline terminals instead. Luther Talbot. Going to be that time. To Pablo Torres. Hey Pablo, I think it's getting close. You better get your ass to the stutter-approved area. I can't believe this is real. But you've seen what it's like out there.
How am I getting to Paul's office?
Half the world's going to shit. Just glad we're in here. I don't know how it's all gonna play out, but at least this way we got a chance. Maybe we can fix things later. I bet those science guys can work it out, right? And hey, if you see that Jack Joyce asshole, just run, dude. Okay? I was talking to Cleese and I didn't realize this before. I thought he was just sneaky or lucky or something. But I saw some battle reports on the field and he's just a machine. If I could just shoot his way through everything we throw his way. This place safe, but I figure he'll show up sooner or later. He's got some personal beef for Serene, so when he comes you better stay out of his way. Let the Jarheads handle that, if they can. If Joe's coming after Serene, he's got to be pretty mad when he finds out the boss took a chop out. You hear anything about that? What the fuck was that about? So it could be pretty ugly. See you when the dust clears, I guess. Stay safe, man.
I really don't want to go outside. Let's just go.
From Clarice to Monarch's
There's no
HQ,
way for
Chrono
me to
active
understand what's
personal.
happening.
Shift alert.
Must be scary.
The lifeboat security protocols are now in full effect. Our stutter proofing has failed and we have reports of shifters in the building. You all know the drill. We've trained for this. Do not approach shifters alone. Remember that they are not restricted by the physical space in the same way we are. Deploy dampness and watch your backs. Work in teams. Remember your tactics. Maintain your distance. Don't take any unnecessary chances. Com is unreliable due to stutters, so pass the word to others and take advantage of stutter collapses to communicate as effectively as you can. We are attempting to repair the stutter proofing as quickly as possible, but be advised that contrary to our earlier timeline, which gave us years more to prepare, I believe we are now on the verge of final zero state. Every single stutter we encounter is more and more likely to be the one that never ends. That means our priorities have changed. Lifeboat protocol is in full effect, and ensuring its success is our only objective. Whether the opposition is shifters, Jack Joyce, or anybody else. It's vital that we all remember our training. If we do things right, we will make it out of this. And we will make our way into the lifeboat. Good luck and make me proud.
What's going on here? Thought I'd run into organized resistance.
Monarch shifted gears. There's this survival program, and you're either in it or you're irrelevant. So everybody's just scrambling, and Serene's acting weird. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's just waiting for it all to end. But you're gonna keep that from happening, right?
Right.
I was getting closer to the countermeasure. Paul had the key to fixing the fracture all along, but he didn't see it.
There was nothing to see. He believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. That's why he used the countermeasure, the CFR, to create the lifeboat.
What's going on?
What the fuck is that? Damn.
So yeah, how do we battle that?
Mr. Hatch, sir. I mean, if I deactivate the stutter-proofing system, won't that, if time stops again, then the building will be...
Let me worry about that.
It's just that I'm really not sure this is okay. Couldn't we just check with somebody?
Do I have to look up your home address?
No! No, sir. I'll do it.
Those men died fighting something that lives outside of time.
The very reason our weapons program was built. Serene knew they were coming.
Weapons weren't doing the trick.
From Paul Serene, 2 security team leads. Martin Hatch has been detained. His authority over Monarch Solutions and its employees, along with his security clearance, has been rescinded. I want a full security team watching him at all times. He is not to be given access to any computer system communications. Don't talk to him and don't allow him to talk to anybody. Lock him down and keep him locked down. If he attempts to escape, shoot to kill. Deal with him when I'm done with the present crisis.
Fiona, can you get this door open for me?
I think so. Sorry, this isn't quite my forte. I know a guy who did us in sleep, and he's about as dependable as... Oh, never mind. Be careful. You'll have company in there.
So I will. Oh, nice touch. I think all of them are 6. Oh, 2 of them? Fuck me, I barely had one.
Is that all you got?
I know where I am, right? Yeah, they do. Ow. Come on, throw your stuff. Always know where I am. Oh, they do a turbo turn. Triple mandol. Yeah. That's quick. I think that killed that guy. There we go.
Take the countermeasure.
You told me that Hatch had Paul's full support. I saw otherwise.
There was a temporary misunderstanding.
Vera Kovacs, that creepy asshole's gone. To Alim Lowdown. Lowden. Do you hear the Hatch is out? I don't know exactly what went down, but Holden from Acquisition says Hatch did something to really piss off Serene. Maybe something that involved blowing something up on the island? I don't know, and frankly, I don't know if Holden did either. It all sounds pretty crazy, even by modern standards. Anyway, Holden says Hatch got escorted out of his office by a whole bunch of armed security guys. I mean, that wasn't a security will escort you out of building situation. Holden said it was for real, so I guess that guy's done. Good riddance. Maybe now we can get some work done without him Darth Vadering the crap out of us. That guy has always creeped us out. Creeped me out. Oh, I had another thing too. You were right, Dr. Emerald came back. I just was sure Joyce would just kill her, but nope, she made it back alive. Anyway, glad I was wrong about that one. She's a cool people. She picked a good time to come back too. Things are getting really bad outside. It's really starting to dawn on me. We are really lucky to be in here. Still stuck out there in all the craziness. I said there's planes coming down from the sky now. Crazy. Planes. Maybe I'm just too tired to read. Crazy. Let me know you're okay, LMV. Oh, there it is.
The Monarch PR machine was going strong. The public believed that they were doing what the police force couldn't. Protecting them from a terrorist threat. From...
You.
PR protocol, Monarch solution in response to tragedy. No public aggression, coercion, manipulation over violence. Contain / bury / spin everything. Friendly safe authority. Control mayor / Riverport PD. Monarch assisting the authorities. Deploy setback for media control. Remove Radford. Manufactured terrorist threat. Jack Joyce. Note Jack Joyce should be a clear later addition on the board. Info warfare. See Charlie Winker for details. Flood social networks, media sites with new narrative. Drown out legitimate reports with flood of conflicting accounts. Pain troublemakers, bleeding heart extremists. Oh god, this is just... This is what happens in the real world. It sucks. Pain troublemakers, bleeding heart extremists. Attain critical mass. Useful idiots will take over trolling. Why is it bad to be a bleeding heart? I've never understood that. What's that narrative?
Fiona, I'm trying to get to the Sky Bridge.
Skybridge. You're in marketing right now. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it. Hey, Jack. Be
Let's
careful.
go about the shifter.
There's something really weird going on in this building.
Monarch was scrambling. Paul's empire was falling apart all around me. I'd never seen anything like it. But Paul had. That's what he was preparing for all those years. He didn't do a very good job.
Random stutters.
Holy shit.
F battle these shifters forever.
Alright.
From Bruce Livingston about my screenplay and new video to Sophia. Hey Sophia, still haven't heard from you about my screenplay. I know you're busy with all your work, but this is really taking off in a big way, so let's try to get going on this, okay? I know this thing's gonna be huge, so I just went ahead and mortgaged my house to make this thing a reality. It's my dream. I'm gonna follow my dream. Once I get the Kickstarter going, this thing's gonna pay me back for the mortgage, so no problem. I just shot a short promo thing for the Chaos campaign. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna star in it, but I've got a real cool part for you too if you want. You'd be perfect for it. Also, like I said, I'm gonna need that science feedback stuff soon. Let me know ASAP.
They have a time machine here? Shit. This is where they brought the university core. This is Paul's machine. Looks like they have it on the top floor.
Let's build personally that a CFR chamber is secure. From Bernard Riker to Polsreen, a confession. Sir, I know you won't have a chance to read this email until you return to the HQ, but I've turned this over in my head repeatedly and I see no other option than to let you know what I've done. I have deactivated the startup proofing at the building. I had maintenance access and I used it, but I want you to know I did it under tremendous duress. Martin Hatch left me no other choice. He threatened my family. I didn't know what else to do. I still don't. I know there's shifters out there. The starter proving is gone, don't have a Chronon harness, so technically I'm safe. The shifters only exist in starters, and when one of those hits, I freeze just like the rest of the world. So whatever happens during the start, I'm safe, barring some kind of a desynchronization related accident. What that means though is that one eye blink, I'm here, and the next one there's 2 dead stragglers on the floor. Dead because of me. There's blood all over me from nowhere. I'm looking at them right now, typing this on my phone. I can smell the blood and I don't know, ozone, I guess, and smoke. The gears spark. They'd be alive if I hadn't. I'm sorry, I think I'm hyperventilating. I don't know if I can hold it together much longer. I don't know why Hatch wanted this to happen, but he did. I think he wants the CFR for some reason. Can't trust that fucker, sir. I know you're close, but I think he's as evil as they come. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm not making excuses. I know I fucked up. I don't know how to deal with this. I've always respected your drive and dedication. You have no idea, but I don't have those things. I'm just an engineer. This is just too much for me. Come back and fix things. Please look after my family. It didn't have anything to do with this. Been out, Riker. See now. Chronon check. So when I'm gonna hit that shifter? Through. That's a shifter.
What the fuck was that thing?
That ended.
The train.
All personnel, stay clear of the lower levels. There's a possible hazard. Repeat, stay clear of the lower levels. There appears to be a train crashed into the building. The situation is under control. All personnel should remain in secure areas. There are intruders in the building. Repeat, remain in secured areas.
Another door I need help with, Fiona.
You're at Serene's office. Good. Just a second. This one's a little tricky. Serene's got access to the CFR chamber, and there's going to be a pretty dangerous guy there guarding. Got it. Just be careful, okay?
Paul was already gone, but he left behind the one thing I needed.
Untitled notes. I have left this message here for you to find so that soon when the time comes and I ask you to choose, you can do so with your eyes open and with some hint of understanding. I have no secrets, and the only thing I choose to omit are the ones that you, in your current limited state, will not be able to grasp no matter how hard I try to make you understand. I've walked down the same path you are now on, once from your perspective a long time ago, although time no longer has such meaning to me. I too came in contact with a time machine. In my case, it was not a man-made device, but a natural one, in a cave. Should come as no surprise, real that such things exist like that, much like natural nuclear reactors do exist. Such as the now defunct ones at Oklo, Africa. I did not know that. After all, the Mayor Joyce field has its irregularities. I too became Chronon active. I too developed Chronon syndrome. And in time, I too lost control and became a shifter. Became at once everything and nothing, was everywhere and nowhere, died countless deaths and was still alive, my every probability, every possibility happening at once. I promised I would not lie, and thus I tell you, the noise and the pain and the rage were more than anyone could suffer and not go insane. I burned in this fire for a long time. There were brief moments of awareness in this endless nightmare. Different versions of certain key moments in my life that I found myself reliving again and again. I believe that shifter might have been Martin Hatch. Trying to make things right, like a puzzle, on and on and on. I'm convinced that the starters and the end of time saved me. For those were the only places, the only times where I could even briefly stop and rest and slowly find focus and control again. And ultimately master this state, not emerge from it. Not be cured, not go back to what I was before. For there is no such thing, but to learn to be in one place and everywhere at once. My perception is also like that of someone who has seen a perceptual illusion and discovered that the picture is both a young girl and an old woman at the same time. Once you see them both, you can never not see them. We are such limited beings, we play with just one piece on just one square on an endless chessboard, just one life, one timeline. In an infinite multiverse of possibilities, am I an exception? The only one who has found his way to the other side? Or is this just a shifter's brief dream before a startup collapses? There are other shifters. You, your best friend who is now your mortal enemy, Dr. Kim, others, some of them whom you know. It doesn't matter who, because they're gone, and when they merge, if they ever emerge, they will not be who they were. just as I'm not who I was. I've done my part in helping you all achieve this state. If time is an ocean with a frozen surface, then the stutters and the end of time are holes in that ice, opportunity to come up for air. I have a plan, it's already in motion, but it would be futile to try to explain it to you, like trying to explain 3 dimensions to someone who can only see one. But make no mistake, I do not look down on you. I strive for humility even as I shift this world from one state to another. I will make this possible. I stand in between, I don't see myself as a gate, I remain humble, I'm something smaller. A hatch. So yeah, Martin Hatch.
We have a mission. Prep the chopper.
Ready to lift off in 15, sir. What's the profile?
Full tactical complement. And we're going to need a tech squad for assembly. I'll brief them on the way.
Copy that. Good hunting, sir.
My office alarm went off. Is that you skulking around, Jack?
Fuck you. I'm done playing games. I'm here for what you stole.
Yes, of course.
The CFR. If you understood just how much depended on that, you'd leave it alone. But I know you don't care.
You're right. I don't. And it looks like you're not here to stop me.
Yes. Yes, everything will play out as it has to play out. I'll see you very soon, Jack.
I'm done dancing your tune, you crazy bastard. It was just a couple of minutes between stutters.
The countermeasure was Paul's prize. Everything he built was based on Will's device. His plan depended on it. You better believe I look forward to taking it from him.
Only one of Serene's treatments survived the explosion. His time was running out.
So was everybody else's. "17 years, he lived through twice. All of it mapped out, from memory.
He knew the market trends before they occurred. He had the tools to make a fortune, and he did.
I think I'm not done with that laptop. No, I'm not. From Paul to Clarice, final instructions. Clarice, as you know, I have a mission to embark on, so I'll try to be brief. I've initiated the lifeboat protocol over Martin's objections. Given how things have developed since then, I'm glad I did. I don't fully understand Martin's motives, but it's obvious he's moving against me, and against the entire survival plan itself. I know you work closely with him, and I know that this must come as a shock. So as well armored that an invading capture. Martin took out an entire security team, for an unarmed man who's ostensibly not combat trained. That should be impossible. Obviously this is highly alarming news. I don't know if he had help or if there's even more to Martin than we have come to suspect. But he's had free reign of this company for a long time, and he's extremely resourceful and persuasive. It's not clear to me who I can trust at this point. But I can depend on you. I trust that you will see things through in my absence, and I was about to say abstinence, and ensure the stutter-proofing stays up. In particular, I would appreciate if you would ensure that Dr. Emerald stays safe in the lifeboat. She's been through a lot during the past 24 hours, and she still managed to make her way back to us and bring vital intel. Thank you for your loyal service, Clarice. Has always been appreciated. That was another laptop down there. Oh, long. To Paul Serene from Sophia. Time Machine Core. Paul, we have now finalized the plans for acquiring and transporting the time machine core from the university lab. Your instructions are quite clear. We won't actually move in until your younger self has entered the time machine. And the men will try to take the Joyces alive with the understanding that Jack Joyce in particular could be a threat and neither can be allowed to escape under any circumstances. I'm still quite uncomfortable with all this, Paul. I understand your reasoning and I know the stakes are high, but I don't want to see anybody hurt. It's antithetical to my role as a scientist, and I wish you'd reconsider. Antithetical. Oh no. Sure, there's better ways to resolve this. Moral implications aside, the loss of Dr. Joy's expertise alone would be a great blow. If everything goes smoothly and quietly, we will transport the core directly to the Monarch Tower via ground route. If there's a commotion and it seems there's any risk of detection, we'll instead airlift the core to our dry docks operation and move it discreetly from there to HQ. The construction of a new time machine frame at the top of the Monarch Tower has been finished since last year. Once we receive the core, it will be installed to the time machine per your orders. I know you don't intend to use it, but even with the limitations, the nature of the time travel imposed on us, I would say it seems like a great waste not to take advantage of such a resource, both from a strategic and scientific point of view. So Sophia from Paul. Sophia, I don't understand. I understand why you would feel that way, but this isn't something I take lightly. It's my experience that time travel only complicates things, and while my own trip through time has given us great opportunities, it's also set me on this path. I want to control it, not use it. That said, I want to have the machine ready to use for emergencies. My foreknowledge of future events will end very soon, and it might prove to be useful to have the option of obtaining more detailed information from the future. Obviously, given that the furthest you can go back is the time machine's activation at the university, visiting the past seems fairly useless. Also ensure that the machine is heavily guarded at all times. Nobody's allowed to operate the machine beside myself, and I want the corridors to remain undeployed unless give specific orders to the contrary. As for the Joyce brothers, I intend to give William the option of joining us, if possible, but I don't know him. He's a very stubborn and unstable man, and I don't know if we could ever trust him. I don't need to remind you that he built in that little ridiculous little workshop with very limited resources a device that broke the local physics at ground zero and caused my Cronon syndrome. I don't intend to give him the chance to show us what else he could do if he decides that we are the target. That, along with the visions I've seen, there are certain sentimental reasons that make me wish I could let William live, but doubt that he makes it possible for us. As for Jack, I'm not too worried about him. It took me a long time to master my abilities, so Jack shouldn't be a major problem unless he manages to use stutters to escape the area. Luckily, stutters should be very rare in these early stages of the fracture. Well, still, I've come too far to take any chances. I'd prefer to take him alive, but nothing can be allowed to put our plan at risk. So to have to involve you in something like this, I know it's not what you signed up for, and as I said, I don't expect you to be personally involved in that part of the operation in any way. I'm not particularly happy about this part myself, and I wish I had better options. But our circumstances are as they are, and I've come too far to fall around. I hope you understand. To Paul from Sophia. Paul, yes, of course, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to add to your burden. And I know that these are hard decisions. You can count on us to proceed as planned. I know you're exceptionally busy now that the time is almost upon us, but I was hoping you'd have time for dinner. Sophia, please update me on our progress with the time machine core relocation. Where are we with this? Thank you. Paul, don't worry about it. We're on schedule. Your time machine core from the university has been transported to the HQ. It's currently being installed into the time machine frame we've built for it. You have direct access to it from the CFR chamber as requested. And no, before you ask, you can't actually access the CFR chamber from the time machine. That elevator can only be activated from within the chamber, so no one working on the machine can get to the CFR. I thought you'd appreciate that layer of added security. I know how important it is to keep the CFR safe. Anyway, I know you don't actually intend to use the time machine, but should you ever need it, all we need to do is deploy the corridor. So, it's all actually hooked up now, but we're still running some final diagnostics. The tech should be ready with it before the gala is over. He never responded to the dinner. Mean guy.
Paul spent a long time running Monarch in secret. probably didn't help with that whole disconnected from reality thing.
Reflections on the end. I wish my memories about the end of time were clearer. If there's anything but a clear time in my life. And the world was such a jumble, a frozen mess of different timelines crashing together. I was running for my life the whole time, trying to avoid the shifters. Not an ideal state of mind for gathering intel. And it didn't help that she kept chasing me, trying to kill me. Beth Wilder, one of my own people. It was her all along, even then, trapped in the end of time. As little as I understood about what was going on, I could tell she wasn't like me, that she didn't have the powers I did. I knew she had some kind of technology that kept her going in that suspended hell. Of course, I had no idea it was a device I would eventually have my people develop. I suppose I should appreciate the irony that it was her Cronan harness, my own Cronan harness, that it gave me the idea for the lifeboat protocol. The idea that our technology could let humanity survive the end of time. I suppose I have to thank her for that. And she paid for her sins in the end. But she left her mark on me. I know the time to pay for mine is approaching quickly, but not just yet. Back then, when Wild and I played our game of cat and mouse at the end of time, if I had an ounce of the control over my powers that I do now, things would have turned out very differently between the two of us. She was strong and had the training, and I was young and weak and scared. Even so, my abilities gave me an edge. I was lucky she didn't have the full striker gear. She was the one with the upper hand, didn't learn to properly control my abilities until much later. In those times, they were unpredictable and operate on instinct. Control didn't come easy. Can't help but be aware that this doesn't seem to be the case of Jack. His mastery is growing by leaps and bounds. It's just because that's the way he's always been, fast on his feet, bold and adaptive. Or is the fracture affecting him too? I thought we should contain him. It's cost us dearly. It's not a mistake I'll make again.
Alright, that's it.
Gotta get down. Never mind, there's stairs here.
Paul told me that he tried to change things. Failed. What he'd seen, it broke him. And I'd seen Beth go down the same path, but Paul... it consumed him.
From Sophia, Quantum Ripple Research Unit. Paul, Martin, I know you have both been arguing that the Quantum Ripple Causality Research Subdivision has great potential and we should keep it funded. I must once again implore you to reconsider. I'll be the first one to admit that the technology is impressive. The fact that Drs. Morphin and Rangers can actually track the consequences rippling out from minor shifts within the Maya Joyce field is incredible. And the level of informational detail they managed to obtain is amazing. But here's the thing. They've been at this for 2 years and they have not produced a single useful result. Yes, we can trace actual events from their small inception point to the actual consequences, very much in keeping with the basic chaos theory concept of the butterfly flapping its wings. But, well, so what? Every single thing that happens in this universe is the result of such a chain of events. Being able to see the chain offers no real insight to anything due to the very randomness of the process. Furthermore, it's utterly misleading. You could say that some tiny event or tiny decision in my life yesterday led me to write this email. And that's technically true, but so did some tiny event or tiny decision in my life 15 years ago. Solar chain. The event yesterday didn't take place in a vacuum. Didn't come out of nowhere. So what's the point? We have no control of it. We don't get it to direct it. We get no useful information out of it. Also, have you actually seen the reports they generate? From a technological point of view, the way they manage to automate the analysis of the fluctuation signatures within the Maya Joyce field is impressive. But again, it's all meaningless babble with no practical applications. The personal remarks on the reports are even worse. With all due respect to Rod and Terry and their indisputable technical expertise, I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure they do either. It's like they're coming up with stuff at random. The above outlines my concern as to the futility of the entire process, and I suspect that they might not be enough to sway you. But I have one final point which I think you should consider very, very carefully. The entire The entire program is an unforgivable waste of Monarch resources. I don't mean money, although the entire quantum ripple causality research subdivision is costing us millions and millions of dollars, but that doesn't really matter because I know we can afford that. However, it is more vital resource that they're consuming. Each time they fire up their rig and delve into the Maya Joyce field, they eat up a huge amount of chronon particles. Those are finite resources, and as you know, we are projecting that the ground zero yield will rapidly diminish as the fracture takes hold, which will happen very soon. You may not understand what the real impact of this is, so let me put it to you in practical terms. Every single time they detect and analyze a quantum ripple, it costs us a week of potential lifeboat runtime, minimum. Given Monarch's primary purpose and the total lack of useful results, I believe that's a luxury we cannot afford. I recommend shutting them down immediately, or at the least during our next reorg. Can reallocate the resource to something useful and put Ron and Tara's expertise into great use designing the lifeboat. I'm sure we wouldn't regret putting them to work on that, given their track record of working with Chronotech.
Paul was a powerful man, the leader of an empire. But behind the veil, he was a dying man. The signs were clear. Dr. Amaral was the one thing keeping Paul alive, but reading through their exchanges, there was something more than professional going on.
That's not my place to comment on.
Personal notes for Dr. Sophia Amaral. I find myself at a loss. We knew that the fracture would arrive. It was clear very quickly that the process was occurring much faster than Paul's projections. His experiences had led us to believe That was alarming in itself, but there's another concern with the fracture. Paul's condition seems to be accelerating rapidly. I don't know what to do about either of one of these issues. I haven't had a chance to examine Paul properly, and of course he won't consent to any real tests at this point. He won't take the time, not with the situation being as critical as it is. He has to prepare for the gala. To take care of every little stupid thing Martin trots out for him. He won't think of himself at all, and I'm afraid they'll cost us dearly. So I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I believe this acceleration is a reaction to the stutters in time. In zero state, his wave function is further disrupted by the excessive chronon energies within his body. Before the university incident, before the fracture, the condition was progressive but controllable. The lack of stutters helped keep it in check. Now its progress is rampant, and I worry that it may reach a critical point soon. We always knew that was a possibility, but all of our projections assume we should have years, time enough to come up with a cure or a way to stop its progress. Which means there's a very real chance that in the near future Paul's condition overtakes him. And if he does become a shifter, I don't know what to do about it. We haven't been able to help Dr. Kim. I don't know what we could do for Paul. I don't know what to do. The treatments are still working, but they take a toll on him, and the effect is greatly diminished. I'm concerned we may hit a point where he's forced to use them so often that the treatment becomes worse than the condition itself. And yet I don't see any other option. He will not rest. He insists on doing so much. Now he chaves under his dependence on the treatments. He sees it as a weakness. I'm afraid I might lose him. How's Liam Berg?
Just one of you. Rick. Look, you have to realize you're not going to keep me from the CFR. You don't look like you're in any shape for this. Have it your way.
His AI is not different, so guess has a lot of HP. Oh yeah, the dampener, that's why I can't do anything. Can I disable it? Yeah.
Don't do it, man. Just stay down.
Fuck you. I've got too much writing on this. You're not going anywhere.
There was a guy over there. That's kind of weird.
Seeing that face put it into perspective. They were all misled, manipulated to believing they were doing what was right, what was necessary.
Liam Burke made his choice.
Liam Burke was an unnecessary casualty. The lifeboat revolved one of way too many. He knew Will would try to take it back. That's why he was killed. He knew I'd try to do the same eventually.
Clearly, he was right.
From Lauren Max Stevenson. Read me right now. CFR procedures to lifeboat maintenance. People, because there seems to be a certain lack of clarity about when it's appropriate for someone to enter the CFR chamber and mess with the chronon field regulator, and because I just had to fire Kevin Janeway because he did the exact same thing, let me remind you of the approved CFR procedure. You do not touch the CFR, period. I may touch the CFR because I'm the lead technician in charge of it. Dr. Sophia Amaral may touch the CFR because she's our head of research and she knows what she's doing. Mr. Paul Serene may touch the CFR because he's Paul fucking Serene and is his CFR. Nobody else touches the CFR. On occasion, some enormously lucky individuals who have been personally trained by me and are proven to be very, very, very dependable and incredibly good at their jobs, who don't have a track record of trying to enter the CFR chamber like paint-huffing imbecile, because they just want to take a close look at it and have remembered to bribe the lead technician in charge of CFR with Tom Waits' ticket, may be given written instructions to perform specific procedures on the CFR. That would be a great honor and a sign of significant degree of trust, and those people should be accorded all professional respect and appropriate degree of brown-nosing and also passive-aggressive displays of envy by their peers. Or to put it another way, do not touch the CFR unless you want to join Kevin in the how to stop being an arrogant dumb shit who jeopardized the only hope of a future for the entire human race because his mansplaining ass thought what was the CFR really needed was a random dude who knew better. TM. Self-improvement course down at the unemployment office, which I'm sure is where we all believe he was escorted by those armed men. There are no exceptions to this. The entire lifeboat protocol depends on the CFR being present, properly connected, and functioning normally. I do not want to jeopardize this. This is bigger than any of us, and we're not here to fuck around.
They'd stockpiled all the chronon particles from Ground Zero to keep the lifeboat running.
Enough to hopefully last until a proper solution was discovered.
Everyone, please be advised that we are now at a point where lifeboat activation may occur. Accordingly, I've ensured that preparations are underway for activation. As a part of that, what chronon particle stores still remain at Ground Zero harvesting operation are being moved to the headquarters and placed into the master chronon particle repository, ready to be replaced under the CFR's control. Please be aware that what we have managed to accumulate until this point is very likely to be all the chronon particles we will ever have access to. Due to the fractures effects on the Mayer Joyce field, the Ground Zero anomaly is showing definite signs of weakening. As a result, the chronon particle yield decreases drastically and will soon drop to baseline. While we will obviously continue more traditional chronon particle harvesting operations in order to maximize our stockpile, we all need to recognize that sourcing them outside of the Ground Zero conditions is extremely inefficient. Or in plain terms, unless we find another source of chronon particles, and I don't believe we will, what we have now is all we will ever have. Please be aware that all use of chronon technology eats into our limited resources. And while we of course recognize that we need to have our strikers and other soldiers operating starters, each operation undertaken will eat away at our stockpile. and in very real terms cost us day of lifeboat runtime. Accordingly, we have to plan all use of this technology closely and choose our battles carefully. That said, we should also realize the ongoing situation with Jack Joyce constitutes an emergency and will most likely require unconventional chronon particle investments. Just the same, we should be aware of the cost. I expect to see projected chronon particle consumption rates for the foreseeable future and simulations of how long our stockpiles will last, adjusted for all of the scenarios we have discussed. See our last meeting minutes in our next Monday meeting.
Fiona, I'm at the CFR chamber. Door's locked.
That's way above my access level. But since my friend disabled security earlier, I should be able to do this. Listen, I don't really know what the plan is, but it's all up to you now. Good luck.
It was like walking into a shrine. This was their holy relic.
Personal notes on the CFR. Written by Dr. Henry Kim. This thing feels like a conundrum wrapped in a puzzle. It's an incredible piece of technology, and I feel like we're only scratching the surface of what it can do. And we have already learned so much. I thought I had a good understanding of the intricacies of chronon particles and the practical applications before. Now I realize I've still got a great deal to learn. The chronon field regulator, as I've decided to call it, is a little miracle. How such a small device can do so much is beyond me. I know it taps into the Mayor Joyce field, but I don't know how. My experiments just show it can do it. It can also manipulate the field. I wish I knew how. Still, the mechanics of its operation give me ideas. New avenues of thought I've been trying to find for such a long time. This task that I've been set by Mr. Serene has frankly stopped me for years. Knowing that what we observe as the passage of time is just a result of chronon particles being constantly generated within the Mayor Joyce field is a simple fact that I've been aware of for a long time. But being able to manipulate those particles in a meaningful way, well, that's another question. The mechanics of the situation are clear, almost frustratingly so. In a zero-state environment, there are no chronon particles, and thus time is frozen. The idea of artificially flooding in an area with chronon particles to enable the passage of time is the obvious solution. But actually finding a way to do it, that's something else. Not only are chronon particles incredibly difficult to source, so obtaining enough to actually stutter-proof an area for any time longer than a fraction of a second has always seemed impossible. Perhaps even more importantly, the mechanisms of manipulating the particles in a way that will actually allow me to define a certain volume of space as stutter-proofed has constantly eluded me. Well, Ground Zero has solved the former problem for us. We're almost up and running, and very soon we will have the ability to harvest chronon particles at useful rates. We'll be able to build a truly formidable stockpile of them in the years to come. As for the latter problem, manipulating the chronon particles, that seems to be something the CFR does with ease. Its ability to tap into the Mayor Joyce field and effect changes in its topology is exactly what I needed. Unfortunately, I don't know how it does it. I don't have a clue, and I don't know how to effectively control these effects. But research into the practical effects of its operation has given me ideas for a different kind of chronon technology that works on a somewhat similar principle. Except, instead of tapping into the Mayor Joyce field, it generates a similar localized field of its own. An artificial chronon particle field, and within that field we can manipulate chronon particles at will. This means that we should be able to create stutter-proofing technology allowing us to shield a certain area from the effects of zero state. I believe I will be able to miniaturize the technology to allow for personalized devices with the same effect, almost like an environmental suit of sorts, with a harness the user would wear to create a chronon field around its body. There's still many challenges here, one of which is that any significant volume of stutter-proof space will occur an unacceptable head drain of chronon particles, which are a decidedly limited resource. Obviously, with the lifeboat protocol requiring a large stutter-proof area that we can maintain for years, quite possibly decades, this is a critical issue we have to solve, and Mr. Serene has made that quite clear for me. Frankly, even with Mr. Hatch backing me, the thought of disappointing serene over this makes me quite anxious. I understand his concerns, and they are of course entirely founded, but the man's intensity is unnerving. In any case, I'm hopeful that I will figure out this problem soon, hoping to be able to use the CFR itself to regulate the flow of chronon particles. Given its nature, I suspect it might be eminently suitable for such a role in a lifeboat project, and cut down on chronon consumption rate by a great margin. My control of the CFR is limited, but this seems to be very basic functionality for it, so I'm optimistic that I can do it. Still looking into it, one thing at a time. We've already made great progress, and I will say that Mr. Sween's been quite complimentary with these successes, so I'm willing to give us the time we need. Well, it's not like he has a lot of choice in the matter. I'll be honest, the CFR is becoming a bit of an obsession for me. I wish I could sit down and have that conversation and just ask those questions. How did he build it? What's it actually for? But I've been denied that opportunity. Part of me wants to open the CFR up and get to the bottom of it, but the potential consequences terrify me. I've already seen what I can do if unleashed. Even worse, there's a possibility that I couldn't put it back together. Just the idea of making a mistake like that is a positively bowel-liquefying thought. Having to explain that to Mrs. Sween, no thank you. So as it is, I've only dared to open up a bit of the case and get a rough idea of the engineering inside. It's amazing work, and it's certainly been a lesson in humility for me. Still have a lot to learn, but I'm a very fast learner, and this has to be the most important work anyone's ever engaged in the history of humanity. If we succeed in our mission, the world will not soon forget the name of Dr. Henry Kim.
There'd been some kind of struggle in the chamber. I didn't know the details. Somebody cleaned it up.
A man named Charlie Wincott. I believe he chose to take a stand. Unfortunately, it ended badly for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems to be that kind of work environment.
There's no Martian hatch anywhere. Charlie Wincott, Data Samurai. I'm missing one, but I don't think I can get to it.
It took 11 years for Will to build the countermeasure. Beth died for it, and I knew it could fix the fracture.
This fucking thing.
The problem was, I didn't have a clue how to use it. The only person who did was dead. But Monarch had a way of getting to him before that ever happened.
The university time machine. They've got the core here.
Monarch had built their own time machine above the CFR chamber. That's where I needed to go.
You still believed you could go back and save your brother?
Yes.
It's a fun sound.
Paul took the core of the time machine from the university, hooked it up to his own machine. It was part of his sick desire for control, but that gave me one last shot at fixing things. I could go back, maybe get to Will before Paul killed him. And if I could get the countermeasure in Will's hands, maybe I could still turn everything around.
It seems like we might have a battle coming up.
Core was set, the machine was prepped. I had to put the corridor in place.
Okay, this should do it.
Deploying the corridor. Phase 1 underway. Please clear all personnel.
Are they? where I am.
Finally.
He's moving a lot. Oh shit.
Take down! Take down!
Serious? It's fine. Let's go.
I'm kind of stuck here. Wait, that's like right. There we go. Sorry. You didn't die from that? No, not. Why do all snipers have aims?
Oh, you're welcome, you very slow machine lady. The machine was ready. I just needed to put in the date. The earliest I could go back to was the time the core was first activated. At the university.
Not much time to rescue your brother.
Where's
I
the
didn't have a
core?
choice.
You better be as
Or
advertised.
date. Return to university.
Targets have escaped the lab!
What's up, fellas?
Oh shit!
HQ? We've got an intruder in the lab. Core extraction team is down, over.
All of them? How? Joyce's
Going in.
damage to the core at all cost.
I got there after the fracture initiated. Too late to stop it all before it ever started.
But not too late to save Will. All you had to do was get to him in time.
Yeah, that was the plan.
HQ, we've got security footage of the Joyce brothers escaping through the server room on the lower level.
Raider Team 3, intercept immediately. Ready another extraction unit to remove the core. Prowler Team, ready the heavies in the underground parking. I'm not hearing any response from Raider Team 3. We may have a situation.
Where the hell is that extraction team? We were supposed to have the core loaded in that chopper by now.
Hatch was right.
Raider Team.
That's gone. Whoever thought cone of fire is a fun mechanic. Just give me visual recoil.
I remember that Will and I were
That I
heading
can
to the
control.
courtyard
Alright.
when the stutter hit. That's where I needed to cut him off.
Courtyard. How do I get there?
Thank you for the ammo. Nice helicopter. Looking real cool.
You never tried to stop Monarch from extracting the core.
The fact that they stole it was the only reason I was able to return to the past. It's not a logic I wanted to mess around with.
How do I get you? Okay. Just put that into a random one. Increase range.
What do we got here?
Wait. Over there. We will not have a lot of ammo left. The hell happened with that guy? Oh, that's that truck. Yes. All right. Oh, stutter. Stuck. What the hell?
That's my cue.
When Will and I had escaped from the lab after the experiment, It seemed like Monarch was dealing with somebody other than us. That was me, all along.
HQ, Striker 2 is down. It's Joyce.
Raider 9, what do you mean Striker team is down? How many?
All of them.
Fucking hell, we underestimated him. Take him out, whatever it takes.
Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, man.
Son of a... HQ, we spotted Jack Joyce in the student lounge.
And it for that shouldn't be possible. I'm getting reports of gunfire in the underground parking. Are you sure it's Joyce? I need visual confirmation.
Didn't expect two of me, did you? Gate control. I don't have the code.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here? Let's go see Wade.
Did it break it?
Burke.
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Go see Wade.
The wait is where?
Burke,
It's telling me this is
the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
And then it just stops. But we're gonna stand still.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
Beep beep. Okay.
Burke,
So I understand.
the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
I don't see any Wades about.
Okay, how do I get this up?
Burke,
Oh, they appeared now.
come you get all the fun.
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly astronaut pants. Hatch's orders. All right. Get your team prepped for combat. I don't have a good feeling about all this.
Damn it. I missed the code.
Burke, the hell.
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Let's go see Wade.
There you go.
Gotta round up the witnesses.
How come you get all the fun?
Probably because I'm pants. Hatch's orders.
Yeah, gate code is 665.
Neighbor of the beast, you know?
All right.
665. Okay. not done with you yet.
We already read that. Act 1.
Alright, picked up this piece to the campus power.
We got contact!
There he is!
Damn it.
Doesn't take a punch. Right.
Looks like it's plugged in somewhere else. No time to lose. Yeah, this isn't good.
Oh, that's that thing. Do we have a shifter?
Door's still barred.
Oh, this is cool.
Whoever's here ain't left yet.
How the fuck did Joyce take out those strikers?
He's obviously not alone. My bet is there's at least 5 of them working together. So keep your eyes peeled.
Somebody's here!
Okay, I'm gonna die.
Who's shooting?
Well, one of them down. Please just die. Thank you.
Okay, gotta get to the library. Have to reach Will before it's... No time to lose. I gotta get to Will. Shit. Too late. I gotta beat him to the library.
This is Airlift Prime. We've got the Time Machine Core in transit.
Oh. That was, Beth Wilder.
Beth.
HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Awaiting orders. Over.
Gotta move, Jack.
Roger. Keep a skeleton crew and
Samurai
wait for
Jack.
arrival of Monarch Actual. Everybody else needs to reunite at the Dry Docks Cronin Extraction Grounds. Wait for further orders there. Library is set to blow in 5 minutes.
We're not getting any response from the sniper unit. Investigating the rooftops as we speak.
Keep me posted.
The whole sniper unit's wiped. Way he did that on his own. We need to find out who's unaccounted for. This might be an inside job. Let's start a list. It's him! Joyce is on the rooftop! Negative! He's in the library! We're under fire!
Damn story's right. Where is he? I need answers! Where the hell is Joyce? stand down.
Hold on, Will. I'm almost there. Oh no, no. Gotta get down there.
Stand by to detonate the library. I'm going in.
Fuck. Will? Already gone. Lobby, I'm running out of time. Will.
There is. That's why I can't risk. Trigger. I never wanted this.
Jack. You saved me. Welcome back. Hey, Will. Here's a present.
Countermeasure. How? Oh, Jack.
Will! Come on! Come on, let's go. Monarch had it the whole time. Does it work?
Came back from the future. For me. Fracture wasn't fixed.
Not yet. Does it work?
Theory, yes. We gotta get back to my time machine. Gotta get us back to the time where you came from.
No.
Future.
No.
It's the only way.
We need to stop the fracture here, in this time. Now.
Jack, listen to me. The fracture wasn't fixed in the time where you came from. So fixing it here, it's always gonna fail.
People are going to die, Will. You haven't seen what happens between now and then.
No, but you have. What you have done has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be broken.
Look, we don't know.
And if it could be broken, it could jeopardize the entire world. We get one shot at this. There's too much at stake, Jack.
Look, I know the stakes, okay?
And you gotta let go, Jack. Everything you have done to get to this place is necessary. Trust me. The past is set. But the future isn't. Right? We gotta go. This way.
If what you said is true, then how did I save you? I saw you die, Will.
Think, Jack. You never physically saw me die, did you?
I watched a roof collapse on top of you.
Creating the illusion of my death, yes. Which brought you here to make sure it remained only an illusion. It's all a loop. If time is an egg,
no egg metaphors.
No eggs.
Get down. Over here.
Goddamn bloodbath in there. I need some air.
Cleaners better get here quick.
Wait for them to leave. Now, I know it's a lot to take in, but the fact that you managed to save me and yet still maintain the illusion of my death is actually further proof of my point.
Risky
The past
up.
remains intact.
Stick to the plan.
Nothing changes, and the Novikov self-consistency principle prevails.
Oh, great. We can high-five about that later.
Right. Let's save the world first.
Come on, let's meet up with the convoy.
Convoy. You'll be fine now.
Okay, they're gone. Let's go.
Surprised you actually waited. It's almost like you're listening to me.
Well, the last time I didn't listen to you, the fracture occurred. Consider me open to following orders.
That doesn't sound like my brother.
I know.
All right, through here. You can't risk helping them.
I know what happens if I don't.
And it'll still happen, Jack. I meant what I said back there. And there are no exceptions. If you get suckered into trying to change what can't be changed, it may cost us everything. Please, Jack. Our future depends on this. You said Monarch had the countermeasure this whole time. How? Why?
Paul was using it to fuel some kind of messed up survival program.
They must have somehow repurposed it as a localized Chronon field regulator.
Respect for the dead,
I always
please.
assumed it was Beth Wilder who had the countermeasure, keeping it safe. She was the one who warned me, told me to build it.
I know.
You met her. Is she helping us?
She was.
Ah, I see. Come on, this place isn't safe. Oh shit, watch out. Well, hey. Go this way now.
Can he be reset? Oh, what's going on? Oh, Beth. Final moments. The loading times.
crossroad, and the night was hot and black. I see
Problem is, Paul is currently at this swimming pool in the present, which he probably foresaw.
Look, I know I've kept you in the dark. When I started my work, you were so young, and afterwards, I always hoped it would all pass you by without touching you.
Yeah. I get it. Come on. Let's just go to the future and fix this mess. Well, thanks for the ride, Cap guy. I hope you made it out of the university okay.
Wait a second. There. It's locked.
You hid the machine here. You really never used it yourself?
No, I didn't dare. Not after the men came out. It was Paul. He tried to kill me. Damn. Rusted shut. Jack, a hand? One more time.
When Monarch came for the time machine at the university, Paul was trapped in it. He escaped into the future. Whatever happened to him there changed him.
Somehow he found my machine there and used it to come back to 1999.
And founded Monarch. He escaped from Monarch and became what he escaped from.
Insanity. I never should have built the machine. I should have left well enough alone. Just the way I left it. Hope it still works.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the future. A little after your time of departure. Before the fracture has stopped time permanently. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this.
It'll be dangerous.
Of course it'll be dangerous. At this point, what isn't? But I have been curious to try this. Wow. So this is what it looks like. Hey, Jack. When we exit, it'll be a little past the point you were at when you left to save me. That's our window, when we know it can work, before time actually ends for good.
It may not be much of a window. Monarch was sure it was imminent.
Huh. Like
Lot
they're
of folks
experts.
chatting in these corridors.
They kind of are.
All they know they stole from me. You worry about your end, I'll worry about mine.
All right, Will. That works.
This is amazing. All those years, I never imagined it would be like...
Crap. Hang on, Will. What the hell did they do to touch?
Oh, what the...
No. Time to move. Oh. Will, I need to get him moving. We don't have time for this.
Better not, Jack. I don't know how Will managed to get here, but forget it.
This is bigger than the two of us. You know time's about to stop for good.
Yes, it is. Hence the lifeboat program.
A bunch of desperate people sitting around in a bunker somewhere waiting for the inevitable? Jesus, Paul.
You stole the CFR, Jack.
I stole it?
And the plan depends on it. So... I'll take that back now, please.
I can't do that.
I know.
I got a lot of health. I just stop hitting the headshots. I apparently died. Beep it beep. Oh.
Crap. Hang on, bro. What the hell did you do?
Okay. Come on, there's no bullet time when it's that close.
Thanks for the heads up. Will, I need to get him moving. We don't have time for this.
Need a better gun. I've been running around with pistols. Oh, assault rifle. Nice.
Better not, Jack.
Doesn't seem good. I couldn't get away. Oh. Oh, at least it's safe this time.
Better not, Jack.
Oh, what the hell? I was stuck in the air right there.
Better not.
He got just stuck. So I need to get away from that. Please get away from me. Holy shit, that's a massive
Vulnerable now.
What's that sound? Oh shit. Gotta hit the bar apparently.
Oh.
There they all are. Oh shit, gotta get away. There's one dude in there. Doesn't want to come out. Hey, what? I think he killed his own. This battle is lost because he's stuck in there. I take damage. Could be fine. Maybe not. He's taking a lot of damage.
I've had a lot of disappointments, Jack. But you're the one that hurts the most.
Am I gonna die here? I think I am. Yep. This fight sucks. Yeah, and I'm all the way back here.
Better not.
Oh, what's that now? I'm stuck. There you go. I think he died because of fire.
I gave you every chance.
Not good.
And he's over here. That did nothing. Ah, bullet. Time. Ah, never really used that. I'm stuck! Oh, this sucks.
That's my cue.
Nobody the raid effect, I must admit. How far they go and all that. I'm not even sure, am I hurt or not when that happens? Because it's dangerously red. So that guy's dead. And then the other way. Let's just grab another. He does. also seen this in one flashback. Read about this, Jack. Better than this. Although maybe he killed him before it happened. He's outside of time now. Please, Will. Fix it all.
Hey, Will, hey. It's okay. Jack. What? Never mind. Tell me later. We got work to do.
Mina stutter. Big brother.
I'll hook up the countermeasure to the core. It's designed to hypersaturate the Maya Joyce field with chronon particles. The time machine's like an amplifier. That'll cause a chain reaction and rejuvenate the field. It'll be a universal event.
I'll take your word for it. Just make it happen.
Jack, give me a hand.
What do you need?
The countermeasure's charge is low. We'll need a jolt of chronon particles. A jump start. That's you. Don't stop. Hurry up! It's working. It's like I'm pushing against the entire goddamn universe. I got it!
Oh.
The countermeasure. It stitched time back together everywhere. The destruction couldn't be undone. The lives we lost were real. But we fixed it.
Jack. Will.
Clocks kept on ticking.
Come on. Come on. I think we just saved the universe.
Yeah. Where's Paul?
He's dead. He's gone. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Will, he was wrong about everything.
Was he?
Will. The countermeasure worked.
Whoa. Countermeasure burned out. The Maya Joyce field should be stable now. Of course, I'll have to run a few tests to confirm. But there's no reason to believe that the fracture isn't over. Whoa.
One more question. Paul Serene's entire philosophy was that time is a set path, and nothing can be changed. At the time, you obviously disagreed. But after everything you've seen and done, we need to know. What do you believe now? Was he right? Or is it possible to change things?
I'll come back for you.
I really enjoyed this game. Shame about the gunplay. And if this was a game made in the 90s, they would have made it into an adventure game instead. And I think that would fit a bit better because the set pieces of gunplay doesn't really match all of the hustling and reading and everything. So oh, it's good. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Couldn't stop.
Can't remember anything at all. Flame trees line the streets. Can't remember anything at all. But I'm driving my car down to Geneva. I've been sitting in my basement patio. It was hot up above. Girls walk past, their roses all in blue. Have you ever heard about the Higgs-Boson blues? I'm going down to Geneva, baby. Gonna teach it to you. Who cares? Who cares what the drove and drove. I came upon a crossroad. The night was hot and black. I see Robert Johnson with a $10 guitar strapped to his back, looking for a tune. Well, here comes Lucifer with his canon law and 100 black babies running from his genocidal jaw. He got the real killer groove, Robert Johnson and the Devil Man. Dunno who's gonna rip off who. Driving my car, flame trees on fire. Sitting and singing the Higgs boson blues. A spot to drop. All the clocks have stopped in Memphis now. In the Lorraine Motel, it's hot, that's why they call it the hot spot. I take a room with a view. Hear a man preaching in a language that's completely new. Yeah. Making the hot cots in a flop house bleed while the cleaning ladies sobbing to their mops in a bell hop, hops and bobs. A shot rings out to a spiritual groove, everybody bleeding to the Higgs boson blues. And if I die tonight, bury me in my favorite yellow patent leather shoes. Oh, with a mummified cat and a cone-like hat that the caliphate forced on the Jews. Can you feel my heartbeat? Can you feel my heartbeat? Hannah Montana does the African savannah as the simulated rainy season begins. She curses the queue with the Zulus and moves on to Amazonia, cries with the dolphins. Mama ate the pygmy ate the monkey. The monkey has a gift that he is sending back to you. Look, here comes a missionary with his smallpox and flu. He's saving them savages with his Higgs boson blues. I'm driving my car down to Geneva. I'm driving my car down to Geneva. band-aids make me sad. Miley Cyrus floats in a swimming pool in Toluca Lake, and you're the best girl I ever had. Can't remember anything at all.
You've been very patient with us, and very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that patience is starting to wear pretty thin.
Of course. Right outside.
Mr. Joyce.
There we go. He was a shifter.
Finally. Thought you wanted to talk, not get my life story.
Well, you were at the heart of all of this. And you can understand our need to find out exactly what happened.
I heard it's all being pinned on Paul. It's quite the feat.
Paul Serene always danced to his own tune, you know that. He and his delusions did tremendous damage to Monarch. But we can still salvage this company. We could use a man like you. It's not the same Monarch you know, Mr. Joyce. Your exceptional qualities are obvious, and we both know you have certain needs our expertise could help with. We can help each other.
Huh. Now he gets the choice. That was it. That was Quantum Break. Hope you had a wonderful time. And you're amazing, all of you.